Buckingham Palace's famous East Wing was built in 1847 in the reign of Queen Victoria. This summer it will open to the public for the first time in its history, following 5 years of extensive resurfacing work. As part of the Buckingham Palace Reservicing Programme, the East Wing, which includes the iconic balcony, was completely emptied before any works could take place. It has since undergone essential work to make this working palace fit for purpose and to preserve it for future generations. And a number of improvements have been made. Project manager Denny Swain explains.
Increasing accessibility was high priority on the works. This included a new external ramp, 2 new lifts on the East Wing and new accessible toilets for the benefit of all visitors coming to Buckingham Palace.
More than 870 people from a wide range of trades and from across the country have been working on resurfacing the East Wing. This included a number of apprentices as part of the programme's legacy to protect heritage-related crafts, as well as provide a unique opportunity for the next generation to develop their specialist skills in this Grade 1 listed building. Ryan was one of the apprentices working on the East Wing.
I was really excited to work here. Not many people get to work in such a historic building, but working here with really skilled carpenters and getting to learn from them was a really interesting experience. So the main work we've been doing at Buckingham Palace is the floorboards on the principal floor and the second floor. There was 47,000 floorboards that we had to take up, document the position and number all of them, categorise the interventions that needed to be done to them. So the main difference between working at Buckingham Palace compared to other sites is that you have to use the most amount of original timber as possible and keep interventions to a minimal.
Repairing and replacing the existing floorboards is just one example of the programme's objective to reuse or repurpose as much of the original materials as possible. The programme is using a range of methods to protect one of the most historic buildings in the world from the risk of a devastating fire or flood. One way that it's achieving this is by replacing the ageing wiring and plumbing throughout the palace, with more than 307 kilometres of electrical cabling replaced. Trainee Sabrina Harrison was responsible for filling holes and gaps following the resurfacing work to limit the risk of fire spreading.
My role here at Buckingham Palace in the East Wing is to fireproof around services made via cables, pipework or engineering work. Working with the resurfacing programme has been a phenomenal experience. You get to work with other trades that you don't normally work with, you meet new people and the environment in a whole is quite great.
Working on a world-renowned, Grade 1 listed historic building is incredibly complex and provides a number of challenges. The works are made more complex by the removal of asbestos.
The challenges that working here is making sure that the building operationally continues no matter what we're doing. From a personal perspective, obviously, it's been very special. It's actually nice standing in this room right now and looking at all the royal collection. I can't think of many more special buildings than this one.
The completion of the resurfacing work on this famous part of Buckingham Palace means the East Wing's stunning principal floor can now be enjoyed for the first time by the many people who come from around the world to visit this iconic historic building.